Drums are the essential part of any beat. In this video, I'm going to show you how to record a drum break into the MPC Live and trim your sample. Check it out. What's up everybody? My name is Matthew Stratton with MPCsampling.com, bringing you the best tips and tools for the MPC Live. On this channel I do setup videos, tutorials, and overviews just like this one. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Welcome back to the MPC sampling video series. So in the previous video, I went ahead and showed you how to set up your turntable with your MPC. And in this video, I'm going to go ahead and put the record on the turntable and record it directly into the MPC. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, so we're ready to record. Now, let me explain something to you. This right here is your threshold. If you have this threshold all the way into negative infinite decibels, once you hit arm, right here, there's a little arm circle. Once you hit arm, it's just going to start recording. Now, if you have this turned up and then hit arm, it's going to wait for the input signal to go past where this threshold is. So right now it's around -9. So once it hits around -9, it's going to start recording. I like to do it manually. All right, you see it started immediately. So let's discard that. Now it says new sample 1. All right, let's discard that. All right, so the next thing you can see right here, this is the sample length of what we actually recorded, 2 seconds, 0.58. Now right here is your max sample length. Make sure this is long enough to include the entire sample. All right, you're good to go in that regard. So let's just record this. All right, let's not even worry about this stuff down here. We just want it on sample mode. And then, we can go ahead and record this. I want to place it here. I'm just going to start recording it. Now you'll hear it come in. And then that's pretty much all you need right there. All right, so once this recorded, go ahead, come in here, and you can name your sample here. So I recommend naming it something that you'll remember. This way, if you need to figure out what sample it was whenever you're, doing your legal work or what have you, you know exactly what sample it is. But, go ahead and put something in there. I'm just going to put break F P because I know what it is. It's the Funky President break. Do it. And then I'm going to put it on no program right now. And then there's a few options down here. If you want to listen to what you recorded, you could just hold play down and it'll play it. Now that's what we recorded. So if you just want to save it, you could push here and save it. You could discard it, and that's just going to get rid of it completely. You could keep it, or if you push edit, it's going to go right into your sample editor. I'm just going to push edit actually. So once you push edit, it's going to take you over to your sample editor. Now you can come in, trim the sample, chop it, do everything you need to over here. All right, so here we go. We got a nice clean break in here. We're in the sample editor. So if you don't know, if you go to menu, here's your sample editor, tap into there. So this is where we're actually at. Now, since this is the first sample that we recorded and we went right from the sampler to here, it's going to load it for us. If we didn't have it loaded, we could just go through here. All right, make sure this is selected. All right, so make sure this is selected. Now you could go through here, select your sample. Now, and when you're in trim mode, what trim mode is for is getting the exact portion of this sample that you want and discarding the rest. And you can also tune it here. You can set your BPM from here, different things like that. Okay, and you can set your root note here, but we're not worried about that because we're doing drums. So let's take this right here. So if you notice, there's a flag here. It's a green flag that says S. If you pull that over, it adjusts all these numbers down here, right? Because that's your start point. And you notice that this kind of darkens over here because it's not selected anymore. All right, so this pad right here is going to play the sample from the beginning. You notice there's nothing but some crackles. So we don't want that. We want to get rid of that. We want to discard it. Right here is what we want. And what we can do is put the start point here, zoom in on that start point. You can see I'm tapping right here to zoom in. Now you can see we're a little bit off on that start point. So I want to bring it in even more. You can see we're pretty much on point right there. Now if you push shift and 0 snap, we can kind of avoid some artifacts. So you'll see the waveform crosses the black line that's in the center. So we want to get that waveform to where it's actually touching that black line. And it just helps to prevent some pops and clicks. So that's what 0 snap's for. So if you tap 0 snap, you can get it right on the money and it shouldn't pop. All right, and now let's go ahead and zoom back out. And then if you hit pad 10, it's going to start on that start point. Now we don't want all this other stuff. We only want the drums. You know there's some guitar in there and everything. All right, so again, pad 10 only plays what you have selected because you notice I took this in flag, brought it in, And now we have that selected there. All right, so I want to zoom in on this endpoint. Another way to zoom in is to tap in, and then you can go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so that's going to zoom in on the endpoint. Now if you tap start and zoom in, it's going to zoom in on the start point. Tap in, it's going to go to the endpoint, and then we could really see what we got going on. And you could also push the Q link here, and then right here, this bottom one is zoom. So when you're on your fourth set of Q links, this bottom one is zoom. And you can see we pretty much got most of that in there. All right, so what I want to do is discard the parts that we don't want. So how you do that is you push process. The first option here is discard. Go ahead and push do it. It's going to get rid of all the empty space that we don't want. Now we have simply the sample that we want. If you tap the pad, that is the exact sample that we want. If you want more tips about sampling, head over to mpcsampling.com. I got some more tips for you over there. If you want to catch up with the rest of the videos in this series, click or tap the screen right over here. That's going to take you to the playlist so you can check the videos before this and after this. And remember to subscribe and check out the rest of the videos I come out with. My name is Matthew. Continue creating music, and we'll talk soon.